Welcome back to the channel, guys. Farm Sim Snowy here. So we've got more mods again today, so without further ado, let's go and check them all out. First up today then is this. This is the McCormick Pack by AgroTron Modding. It's two medium tractors, so you find them both under vehicles and medium tractors. So we've got the X7 VT drive and the X8. So the X7 is 170,500 base price, varying horsepower, which we'll look at in a sec. It's got a top speed of 31 miles per hour, and this is going to be 13 slots if you're on console. We do have a few configurations. It's a very cool looking tractor. I do like the McCormick's. It's a new brand, isn't it, to FS22. You can open the rear window and the door as an animation on both of them as well, and it's got very cool beacons. I like those beacons. So, wheel brand, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vedestein, Nokians, and back to Trelleborg. Now, I think the setup is exactly the same, apart from BKT and Mitas, I think, don't have narrow tyres, and obviously Nokians are normally got their own sort of thing going on as well. So Trelleborg, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres, wide and weights, narrows, rear twin wheels, and then back to standard. And just to show you, look, I'm not lying, we've got Michelin, standard, wheel weights, wide tyres, wide and weights, narrows, rear twin wheels, and then back to standard. So like I say, Mitas, they don't have narrows, and neither do BKTs, just to save me going through it all. Nokians, we've got standard, standard 2, communal, and back to standard. Warning signs, if I go around the back it'll be easier. We've either got no or yes, so it puts the warning squares either side of the cab at the rear. Doesn't put them on anywhere else, just there. So either yes or no on there. Front loader, we've got no, the quickie, hour, and then back to no. And then the engine setup, we can have 190 horsepower, then go 210 horsepower, 225 horsepower, 240 horsepower, and then back to 190. Main colour, we've either got standard, which we're on now, or special, which is a bit more of a darker, very glossy looking red. I like that. Very cool. And then the rim colour, we've either got grey, which we're on, or black. And that is your options. License plate available as well if you wish. That's going to appear up the top there by the looks of things. So there you go, that's the X7. The X8, similar sort of vibe, although we do have that menu, we do have a couple of options missing. So we've got the warning signs and the front loader missing, so you can't have a front loader on this one. Probably guessing because it is slightly bigger tractor, I don't know, even though it's still a medium tractor. But anyway, wheel brands, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vedestein, Nokians, and back to Trelleborg. The reason why I'm going through these is these are slightly different as well. It's not similar to the one we just looked at. I don't think there's any narrow tyre options on any of them on here. So Trelleborg got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres, wide and weights, rear twin wheels, and back to standard. And I think that's pretty much the same across all of them, apart from a BKT starts you off on wide tyres, and you got wide and weights, rear twin wheels, and back to wides. And Nokians, again, we got a standard 2, and that is it for the Nokians. And then we're back to Trelleborg. Engine setup, we can have 264 horsepower, 286, 310, and that is it. So you can go up to 310 horsepower on this. The main colours are the same. We've got that red, and then the rim colours are the same as well, and a license plate again if you want to. Very cool looking tractors though, I like them. So that is the McCormick Pack by AgroTron Modding. Next up, we've got another pack, which is a pack of trailers. This is the Annaberger HTS 22.03 / HTS 29.03. These are by Red Cat 3D. So obviously you will find these under tools and trailers. Now they're going to be kind of like your forage trailers. They won't hold all of your crops, but they will hold grass, sugarcane, wood chips, straw, silage, hay, chaff and manure. So first of all, we've got the 22.03, which is 47,000 base price. It's got a capacity of 44,000 litres and it is 7 slots on console. So this is just a twin axle one, so it's the smaller one of the two. Options, we got wheel brands BKT, Vedestein, Trelleborg, Michelin and back to BKT. In BKT we can have standard, standard 2, standard 3, wide tyres 2 and back to standard. Vedestein we've got standard, standard 2 and that is it. Trelleborg we can't change up, it is what it is. Michelin we've got standard, wide tyres and that is it. And then we're back to BKTs. Cover we can have no or yes, and that's going to be one of those fold out over the sides covers. Pretty cool, I like those covers. Main colour, now this is going to change the hub caps in the centre of your wheels there. So at the minute we're on red, we can go grey like so, and we can have a license plate on the rear as well. There's a couple of things you can do with this trailer. You can adjust the drawbar up and down at the front. On this one you can move this front flap sort of inwards and outwards. You can also lift the front wheels on both of these trailers, so that front wheel will lift up, and then it's going to be a completely lift up back door sort of jobby and a conveyor belt out when you're tipping. So there you go, that's that one. And then this guy, it does have the same sort of front bit there, but when I hooked up to that I couldn't seem to get it to work. But I was using one of the McCormick tractors and it kept opening the side door of the tractor. So but I didn't have that on the smaller trailer, so I don't know if this one does actually work or not. But we've got a similar sort of thing going on with the wheel brands and the cover, so I won't go for everything. Obviously this has got the 3 wheels either side. You can lift the front one up again, but other than that it's pretty much the same thing. So there you go, nice set of trailers there. This one obviously was 53,000 base price and it's got a 50,000 litre capacity. And that is 8 slots, that one on console. So that's the Annaberger HTS 22.3 / HTS 29.03 by Red Cat 3D. And then next we've got this, which is the Metaltech WP8. This is by Mat26. This is a TMR mixer, so you find this under tools and animals. 26,000 to buy. It requires 65 horsepower to run. It's got a total capacity of 8,000 litres. It's 4 slots on console. Like I say, it's for mixing up your TMR, so you put your grass, sorry, not grass, hay, silage, straw, however way you do it, your mineral feed in there. It's up to you. Very cool looking little thing though. I like that. Smart if you've got a small farm. Wheel brands, we've got Trelleborg, Lizard, Continental, BKT and back to Trelleborg. We can't change any of the wheel setups. Got a license plate option there which should appear in the middle, and it's looking like it's a tip side left or right with the little covers there. Very smart indeed, I like that. That's the Metaltech WP8 by Mat26. And then we've got the Condor C85-40. This is by AAA Modding. This is a plough, so you find it under Tools and Ploughs. 12,000 to buy. Requires 180 horsepower to run, which is, well, seems a little bit high to me. It's only 2 meter wide, but anyway, 3 slots on console, 2 meters wide, like I said, and it will run at 7 miles per hour when you're using it. All we have as an option is the main colour. We can either go blue or red. But it's quite a cool looking plough, like so. So there you go. That is the Condor C85-40 by AAA Modding. And then we've got the Cappello Quasar F4 by Jelonek. This is a corn header, so you'll find it under Tools and Corn Headers. It's 17,000 to buy. It's only 2 slots on console. It's 3 meters wide and it'll run at 6 miles per hour. And obviously this is for harvesting either your corn or sunflowers. So there you go, very cool looking little header. Again, if you've got a small farm, ideal. So we've got a couple of options. Design, we can either have it with stickers or without. So it gets rid of all of the stickers, which is pretty cool, because if you don't want it branded, you can get rid of them, because then you can change the main colour from that to anything on this palette. So if you're going for, I don't know, maybe a class look, I know you might not necessarily have that green on it, but you get the gist. Or that would be a silly option, wouldn't it? New Holland. Not that we've got a harvester that colour in New Holland, but there you go. I'm just giving you an example. So there you go, that is the Cappello Quasar F4 by Jelonek. And then it's time for the placeables for today. We've only got 2, or 3 technically, but one is the same kind of mod. So first of all, we've got this in front of us. This is Machine Shed by TheLittleFarmer. This is 6 slots on console. It's a very cool looking shed with the wood effect, the concrete sort of base, the trim. We've got a few billboards attached, and there is a picture of a map, which I'm pretty sure is Elm Creek, because we've got the little sort of water tower thingy there. What is that there? Oh, I don't know. And then we've got around the other side the same, support your local farmers. So it's a very cool looking shed, and we've got the option when we go inside turning on the lights wherever we are stood, which I really like that option in this game on the sheds. It's cool. So there you go, that's a very smart looking shed. We fit quite a few implements in there, machinery. This you'll find obviously under your build mode and under buildings and sheds, funnily enough. There it is, it's 24 grand to buy. Like I said, it's 6 slots. It's saying 1 because we've got one down already. You can spin it round. You can't change the colour of the wood or the roof or anything like that. It is what it is. But there you go. I like that. I do like the fire extinguishers on every other pillar, because it is wooden. We don't want it catching fire, do we? So there you go. That was, sorry, I'm running off without letting you know what it was. Machine Shed by TheLittleFarmer. And then next up, which is the last ones for today, we have these two, and this is the, I never know how to say this, but it's that brand, Unia. Well, I was going to say someone correct me, but you'll just be writing that. I won't be knowing how you're saying it, will I? I'm going to say Unia. Right, Unia Storage by Flying Dutchman. They're both 3 slots each. One is a silo and the other is technically like a container, which we'll go through in a second. They both have a capacity of 27,300 litres, which I know isn't huge, but it does say in the description on the Mud Hub that it is for extra realism. What else does it say there? Not much else really, to be honest with you. I'll show you where they are first of all, and then we'll talk through what they do and whatnot. So the first one, which is obviously this one, you'll find under silos, and go right to the end. There they are. They're both 16,000 to buy. They're both 3 slots, like I said, and as you see on the right, it says 27,300 litres. Get that right. And it also does say, I don't know if you can read it there, bottom right, you will also need an auger or conveyor for this silo. So again, I'll go through that in a second. And then this guy here you'll find under buildings and container, and it is there right at the end. We do have a in-game one here, which is the same price, same slots, same capacity. So I haven't actually looked at that, so I'm not sure what the difference is. I'll put one of them down actually, and we'll check that out, because I'm not sure about that. But there you go. You can't do anything else with them. There's no change in colours or anything like that. Right. So the auger wagons, the auger pipes, belts, what they're on about. If you go into your shop menu and go into tools and go all the way down to the bottom to belt systems, these are the guys you're going to need to load up and unload from. So just something to be aware of when you're using these. It does have a little trick up its sleeve. It says it on the description. Where is it? The invisible trigger is at the hatch with the yellow sticker. Here you can buy all the standard silo crops, plus seeds, fertilizer, pig food, lime, TMR, salt and mineral feed. So if you come round the back, you've got this sort of little plate there with the stickers on. If you watch the help menu, as soon as we get near it, it says refill silo. So obviously this is the silo one. It says the silo is empty. Now what you need to be careful of is, because this is the silo, this will then allow us to put in multiple different types of crops, but it will only allow us to spread that across that 27,300 capacity. So if you put 27,300 litres of wheat in here, you can't put anything else in there. So I hope you know what I mean. The container one, you can only have one type of one thing. So even though it's got 27,300 litre capacity, if you put in 10 litres of wheat, you can't put anything else in there. So that's why that is a container and that is a silo. So for example, if we come up, and this is a good thing, you can fill these up from here. But obviously if you want to get your product out of there, you're going to have to use one of those belt systems, those augers. So you can fill up from here. So if we go like that, we've got all these things we can pick from. I'm just going to pick anything. So sorghum, all I'm going to do is put in 20 litres of sorghum. So now if we come up bottom right, it's showing that we've got 20 litres of sorghum. If I go up to that again, it will put me on sorghum straight away, because that is what we got in there. I can go across now and I can go to lime. Now we can fill that completely up to the capacity. It takes off the 20 litres that we've just put in of sorghum, but again, if I want to put in 100 litres, I can do that. And now bottom right, I've got lime and sorghum in there, so that will hold multiple things, but only up to the total capacity of 27,300. Hope I'm explaining this right. If we go up to this one, I'm just going to put in 1 litre of lime. There we go. Bottom right, 1 litre of lime. If I come up to here now, Again, it will put me on lime straight away because that's what we got in there. If I go to anything else now, there is no more storage space for the product. So we can't put anything else in there, even though we've only got 1 litre. So there you go. So that is the Unia storage by Flying Dutchman. Let's just quickly look at this, because I've not actually used this at all. So with refill silo. So again, this is the same thing. Do that. If we come up to there. Yeah, so it's the same. Oh, this is just seeds and mineral feed then. Oh, okay. So that does make that more handy then. Right, okay. Well, I've learnt something as well today. So that in-game one's just for seeds and mineral feed. Okay. Pretty cool. There you go. I've learnt something myself. That is it for today, gentlemen and ladies. I hope you have all enjoyed the mod review. Apologies that I didn't do one yesterday, but I was completely flat out after work. I had a long day at work and then it was just a nightmare. But there you go, we're back on schedule. Hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.